Thank you, French Shalom, and greetings to you all. Well, it's Thanksgiving in the Northern Realm. And do we really need a day to remind us to give thanks? Every day you should give thanks. For food, for shelter, for love, for life. Every day. Thanksgiving Day. So how was your Day of Atonement? It's a very individual holiday, celebrated, although perhaps observed is a better term, in the biggest gatherings of the year. Each of us approaches the 10 days differently. Each of us knows what he, she, it must work on. Each of us has our own work to do on the forgiveness mechanism. Some of us simply say, okay, great, another year's over. But I like to think that everyone in their own time, in their own way, finds the best way to observe and takes to hear the expression given at Yom Kippur, Gemar Chatim Matova, a good sealing in the Book of Life, as a fact. So to you all, Gemar Chatim Matova, a good sealing to each and every one of you. Of course, now that Yom Kippur is ended, everyone is busily building their sukkahs, their temporary huts where they will spend the 7 days of Sukkot engaging in the fantastic ritual of the 4 species, and we'll address that next week. Now here, I happen to have the beginning of the putting together of the 4 species, and we're going to talk about that. Now for many, it's their favorite holiday, and it is one designed around having guests. And we're going to talk about that also and how important it is to have guests. It is one of the ordained gathering festivals, just as we gather, as a group celebrating common beliefs and faith, as a community, a collective consciousness of seekers showing faith, any and all faith, love, any and all love, community, a chavura, a fellowship, as we express our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes, unites us all. This community house of spirit, Beth Ruach, sharing and bringing, light, keeping fear at bay. So once again, please do go ahead and invite everybody you know. Some physically, some digitally, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, any way you can, to gather and share. From Psalm 133, the Hine Matov come together. Hine Matov, Shevetachim Gam Hine Matov Umanai Shevetachim Gam How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community. 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 Together. We support each other in this community, my friends. Let's all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the world. Remember, this is you setting aside just a little bit of sacred time in your sacred space to honor and converse with whoever, whatever you happen to believe in, because we all believe in something. It's a part of your kavanah, your intention. You put out to the universe, it's your goodwill. Goodwill and intention are the roots of what you can control, of what you can correct. Your intention sets in motion everything that occurs in your lives, my friends. So once again, let's take some time now. Let's send some of that goodwill, some light, some healing out to whoever you know that needs it. The world needs it. Healing and renewal for everybody. It just floats through space, finding those in need. So send it out for those you know and for the souls and spirits of everyone you love. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love or just plain goodwill. Focus on them. Call their names. It's not just for people. It's for pets. It's for the earth. It is the healing of the world, the tikkun olam. It's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. We have to help heal the world. It's not something we complete. It's just an ongoing task to be dealt with in this lifetime. It is for every lifetime. We must each do our part. We must each do what we can to improve and change our own little corner of the world. Because as we change ourselves, we change the conditions of life. Part of that healing of the world is what we said, thoughts and energy for health and renewal and goodwill for everybody. They don't have to be sick. It's for those in our hearts and our minds. So let's all send out energy for the people in need everywhere. Special thoughts and prayers for Fern, who's doing so fantastically, for Jules, Johnny, for Danny, Nina, for Iris and the aged, for Gloria and Luke, for Terry and Dave and Mookie, for all those suffering and in need. Let's not forget to include the familiars of our lives. It's all of our sacred animal friends everywhere, for everyone you know, everybody in need, for the whole world, my friends, and for Devorah. It is the kindness, the healing wishes, the goodwill and love we all send out. It just circles the world finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care. Because the world is a world of spirit, and spirit, my friends, never dies. Me. Avotenu Makor Limotenu. May the source of strength bless the one that's before us. Help us find the courage. Make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body. The renewal of spirit. Let us say, Amen. Yishaberach, let us all have our spirits renewed. This is the great prayer for healing, which we call upon God to heal as He has healed before me. Shaberach, may He who blessed. Because all healing is a blessing. Let's all send and receive healing and renewal energy in our efforts to share, to care, to grow, to love. Now, just as last week we had what was probably the longest of our shows for the year, this week we have the shortest, as we've reached the end of the Torah. Ha'azino, give ear. Although often called listen. Give ear is a fancy way, a poetic way of saying listen. Now, it's a fascinating reading, if for no other reason than instead of being a conclusion, it reads far more like an introduction, and it rivals the great introductions of ancient literature. Sing Goddess, the anger of Peleus' son Achilles, and its devastations which put pains thousandfold upon the Achaeans. That's the Iliad, Book 1, verse 1. Sing to me, Muse, and through me tell the story of that man skilled in all ways of contending, the wanderer, harried for years on end after he plundered the stronghold on the proud height of Troy. The Odyssey, Book 1, verse 1. Of arms and the man I sing, who first from the coasts of Troy, exiled by fate, came to Italy and Lavine shores, much buffeted on sea and land by violence from above, through cruel Juno's unforgiving wrath. The Aeneid, Book 1, verse 1. The three great epic poems that we learned and read when we were younger. How about this one? He who has seen everything, I will make known to the lands. I will teach about him who experienced all things alike. Anu granted him the totality of knowledge of all. He saw the secret, discovered the hidden. He brought information of the time before the flood. Now that's from the oldest book known to man. That's the introductory lines to the Epic of Gilgamesh. Finally, listen, skies, so I may speak, and let the earth hear what my mouth says. Let my teaching come down like showers. Let the sayings emerge like dew, like raindrops on plants, like rainfalls on herbs. That's Deuteronomy 32:1, this week's reading, the end of the Torah. And this particular section is actually believed to be one of the oldest pieces of poetry included in the Bible. Now, other than the last one, each one of those was an introduction. Each tells the tale of how certain people were impacted by God or the gods. Deuteronomy actually tells us how God was impacted by man. But it reads like an incredible introduction to the Bible, not a conclusion. This book of words is built on storytelling, centered around the great speech of Moses. Now, what a beginning to the Torah this would make, calling forth the two great witnesses, heaven and earth. That man was a terrible child, and because of his actions, the following events occur. What a great introduction. The image has been set. The words of Moses will fall like rain upon the earth. Words are flowing out like this rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy, drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Make no mistake about it. Words will possess us, my friends, and words will caress us. We are told here about creation, about man, about God, about parenthood. And that man was a terrible child. Deuteronomy 32:5. A steadfast God without wrong. True and right is he. Did he act ruinously? No. His son's the fault. A perverse and twisted brood. That last sentence says it all. And it reminds us of God's warning in Genesis 6 that man has evil in his hearts. Our job is to fix that and return to Shuvah, to perfection. Yes, my friends, the world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light, and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we're a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other, we share this ride together, men and women equally. Let's send out love, not fear. Let's send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. Please do. Learn to forgive and learn to love, including yourself. Open your hearts. Honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have. Enjoy the journey. We take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. Now bless you all. Have a fantastic week. A week of love and light, a week of peace, a week of miracles. Examine your intentions. Use them to imprint your will on the universe because we set in motion everything that happens in our lives. Our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect, everything is linked. As I've said, you always have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad, so acknowledge what you have done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you've wronged. Ask forgiveness, but always do so with sincerity, with accountability, and with vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you as you learn to forgive and to be forgiving, because there's where your compassion itself is. The secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world just as they are? Can you accept life as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So do not stop your journey. Do not stop moving towards your promised land. Keep on dreaming. Keep on being, keep sharing, keep shining, keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill. Do not follow fear, follow love. It's always in front of you. Remember to have faith and unwavering adherence to principle. Just as I have faith in the principle of love and of all of you, act with purity of heart and mind. Despise none, defraud none, hate none. Cherish all. Honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year. May you nurture kindness and love everywhere you go. Work to be present in the body. Let you expand your heart and quiet your mind, because the deepest source of real power, it lies in your consciousness and your ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all life circumstances. So make the most of your time in this life. Continue to touch and transform the lives around you, because you're never alone. You're forever blessed and have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet. Health, love, and renewal to everyone you come across. We're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Friends, your words are your power to transform, to love, to bless. So be generous. Bless others and bless yourself, and love with the heart, because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear, forgiveness, not anger, and be there for someone, because someone's always going to be there for you whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith and belief, and what they mean to you, and you alone. Never accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel, others have felt. Whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together. We learn together. We help each other, because we're each of us trying to find love and acceptance and support. We all have or could have that special someone in our lives, so find them. Tell them what they mean. And remember, you're never alone on your journey to your promised land. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive, and keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. let the words of God that we've read together for these many months now rain down upon you. Now I know the secret. There is nothing that I like. If I give my love to you, you'll surely give it back. Let it rain, let it rain. Let your love rain down on me. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, rain, rain. Let love and forgiveness rain down on you, and you rain it down on others. Well, thank you for joining me, my friends. Thank you for joining me this whole year for the Torah again. Have a great week. Please keep exercising forgiveness. Be thankful, be gracious, be kind, be loving. Believe in yourself and love. Continue to spread a little goodwill to the world. Never forget you are the miracle in someone else's life. Join me next week as we talk about the holiday of Sukkot and engage the four species. Shabbat Shalom and blessings to you all. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.